You hear the music. Hear the music.
I don't know if it's my earbuds or.
We're going to go and just see how that's that. What am I doing first? Hello. Hello, everybody.
Hello. Well, close the door. Yes.
Yeah. We're shooting from the office right here. We haven't set up our Funky Frets TV yet. Move it a little bit. Oops. Hold on. Transition. Here we go. Hello.
There we are. Now we're here.
Funky Frets TV News.
Good
So,
evening.
Hello.
I'm Kelly Thompson.
Kurt Scheller
Kurt
here.
Scheller.
Allie. Wave Allie.
Hello, hi.
What? Say
Wait, I'm
hello,
not
Allie.
hearing anything. Isn't it this one? Here?
What's that?
I'm not hearing
I
anything.
hate my big
That-
head.
No,
I hate. Not me on me. Move my
both.
head.
nothing yet? You can't talk about audio.
I'm not hearing anything.
Mommy, be me home. I'm on me.
Should work. That sound here, so we'll just check.
Allie.
So somebody
Oh, there we go. Okay.
chat and see if we have sound.
All right. Come here, Allie. Here. Go.
Super professional here.
Yes.
So we have a bunch of stuff for you today. Why don't we start with
Sorry, guys.
start with the trivia question. All right. So this 2010 documentary film combined graphics, photographs, interviews, and performance footage to tell the story of the ukulele and its, hold on, where am I at? And
We're a little.
it's, what?
Did you put the answer up?
Yeah, the answer is not.
Oh my gosh, we're a mess tonight.
Why didn't it hide? Oh, there you go.
Well, they sold it already. It's too late.
Yeah, that's funny. There you go.
Oh
Maybe
my
somebody
God.
didn't read it. That was our trivia question. So I might as well put the answer up right away, right?
Well, yeah, go ahead, put it up now.
Yeah, the Mighty Youth.
No guessing
Amazing
tonight.
comeback of a musical underdog. Now, if you could tell me who the writers and directors were.
Okay,
that
there
would
you
be
go.
good. And who did some of the original music for it. So there you go. Got myself out of that mess. So the Mighty Uke, I met them 2004 in New York City. They were running around promoting the film. Really good. It's on DVD now. And they have a new one out, The World of Miniatures. They're going around the world filming people that make these amazing miniatures of everything.
Oh.
Like a sailing ship on rice and stuff like that. Some really wacky stuff. It's pretty cool. So that's the Mighty Uke.
We're having I'm having earbud issues, so I'm not gonna be able to monitor audio. So people help us out in the chat.
All right, so here we go.
All right. We have a very special guest this evening. Surprise guest.
Don't we have
Kurt.
news?
We do have news. We'll get to that.
Okay.
Kurt doesn't even know who the guest is.
Yeah,
so
who is the guest?
Well, you'll find out.
Okay.
Easy when that comes. When the time comes.
We didn't do our
We'll
joke of
start
the day.
with our TJ.
TJ with the joke.
Our joke of the day.
How does a
This is-
cow?
Oh, go ahead.
Good.
How does a cow do math? You
Yeah,
give it a calculator.
Calculator.
Ba-dum-bum.
Yeah, we're on the
Thank
phone.
you, TJ.
Phone
You
up
can say-
here.
Oh, we're looking up at the phone.
You
not
can say I'm
the-
gonna move on out of here.
Yeah.
We are
Go see a movie.
a mess here today, guys. Jeez. All
All right.
right.
We'll
So,
polish this
You
after
can
a
say I'm
while.
gonna move on out of here.
Yeah.
ah,
So here's some news. In the cancelization front, for you runners out there, I just heard the New York City Marathon is canceled. It was in November for this year.
that's a
They're
shame.
fearing like they get 50,000 people showing up for that, 30,000 runners. So New York City. I know
Jeez.
Boston moved from April to October. I haven't heard about that. So there are some runners out there. Funky
Ooh,
Frets, we're
yeah.
still deciding. We haven't figured it out yet. Still on.
We're on the fence.
Yep.
We are on the fence. I have
But
other news here.
We'll decide soon.
If you flip it over.
Tickets are good for 2021 if 2020 doesn't go well.
Yeah, so then you'll get the lower rate too. Lock you in at that early
Yeah.
bird price that you paid if we decide to cancel. But we're still kind of holding on to hope. We'll see.
Yep, holding on to hope. So Kelly has more news.
We have finally the long awaited Sparkle Ukes from Colabrand Music are finally in. Yay! I'll go grab one.
So here you go. They have 4 colors. They were introduced, I think, at the NAMM show 2020. They had
Yeah.
the Winter NAMM.
Fancy
Summer
name.
NAMM was canceled. And it's taken this long to get them in.
Yes, they've been back ordered.
Even Kala doesn't have them online.
Yeah, they're all sold out on the website. So
Yeah.
we have
They're pretty cool.
Pink Champagne. Go ahead, you can.
Let's just go back to here.
Okay. This one's called Pink. Up to the phone, remember?
Yep. Look
Pink
at that.
Champagne. They're very hard to photograph the true look of them.
Come with a strap button.
Yes, one strap button.
Sounds
Play
nice.
that one. I'll grab the other color.
Out of tune.
Well, they literally like just came out of the box, so.
Try to adjust. I have a clamp
Oh,
for the
just
phone.
stand up and play. Tune it. There's a tuner on it.
Oh,
That's
there's
why
a
I
tuner
left
on
the
it.
tuner.
I thought they shipped them tuned.
Yeah, right. This one is Stardust Gold. And I was surprised that the back of the neck is all glitter too. So these are $109.99. Here is a Ritzy Red, which this one doesn't seems to have like smaller flakes. It reminds me more of like a car paint than. There we go.
Nice.
And the other 3 are more of a like speckled.
You can actually see yourself in the reflections. There you can see my desk.
The Aloha
The
Boys could
computer.
get one in each color and they could have a new stage
Yeah, there
show.
you go.
This one is called Rhapsody in Blue. They sound pretty good for a, high gloss, high glittered uke.
Yeah, it's more green. There's a famous.
Is it? No.
There was a famous
not blue.
exhibition of Bob Benedetto was involved in it, but this millionaire in New Jersey commissioned 20 archtop guitar builders to build a blue archtop guitar commemorating John D'Acquisto's famous blue archtop. I think they even had an exhibition at the Smithsonian. So when you tint blue onto wood, it actually turns out a bit green. So some of the luthiers had to sand them back
I
down and
see.
really get the formula right. That's why it starts out blue, but when it hits the natural wood, it turns a bit green.
We've got,
These are pretty cool.
yeah, they are pretty good. We got Lori Haynes watching, Nani Lowry, Lindy from sunny Bermuda. Hello. Thank you
Nice.
all for tuning in. Trying to watch the comments and
Tracy
don't
has
want to
one.
miss y'all. Yeah, Tracy
She
got a
does.
blue
Just
one.
picked it up.
So we have available right now. We only have the red, 2 reds available and 2 golds available. We already sold out of the 2 pink and 2 blue. We have more coming, hopefully in 2 weeks in July. They're back ordered, but hopefully they'll be in quicker than the last ones. So, in other news, did you hear?
No.
Roboto Jr. is celebrating his 30th anniversary in the music industry.
Wow.
So he just announced the release of his 14th solo recording.
27th overall. Wow.
Yeah.
Busy just like his dad.
This album will be called Ukulele Life. I guess he would call it Ukulele Life.
Ukulele. Ukulele life.
You can pre-order those starting July 31st. My birthday?
Yep. Herb's amazing player. Very clean, but very lots of dynamics and emotion in his playing.
Yeah, you might remember him from not
Our
this
fest-
past festival, the one before. He's amazing. He enjoyed our festival a lot.
Yeah, he gave me a
Hope to have him
good tip.
back.
Here's like a tip of here's a ukulele
Oh, we're gonna
tip.
merge our typical.
Yeah, here's our tip. I got this from Herb. After our festival, I drove Herb down to Glenn's house
in
in
Virginia.
Virginia, so it was like a 4-hour drive the way we went. So I heard the whole story of his dad, him, how he grew up. But his dad taught him the ukulele, and he had him when he was young lie on the floor
Oh yeah,
and to play the ukulele so he couldn't see the fingerboard.
yeah, because you can't.
Yeah,
Like,
so it's
look
actually
down at
really
it.
good to be able to play the instrument and ultimately not have to look at it. Feel your way around.
Yes, Nani, amazing player, Herbo
Or
Jr.
even like this is practice in front of a mirror so that you can see without having to turn the ukulele and stuff like that.
Mm.
Close
Then
your
that's how
eyes.
you get bad left-hand technique when you turn your uke up to look
Yep.
at it. That's where your hand
Thumb
goes.
pops up, yeah. In my students' books, regardless of the stringed instrument they do, ukulele, bass not so bad, guitar, mandolin. I wrote #1 word I write in every student's book is their thumb, trying to get them not to pop it up. Thumb's only job, support the fingers. You're pressing strings, so
Yeah,
there you
he
go.
had mentioned that on his Friends of Hawaii. They do a virtual, like, Zoom podcast type of thing every week on Thursday mornings. So check that out. He mentioned that one week. PD Mac, congratulations. You made it 100 days doing your live stream every afternoon. That takes a lot of dedication and
Yeah, I think
100 days straight.
Yeah,
That's-
Victoria and Jack are up there too.
They're on 93, I think.
Yeah, and they're
93
doing like
days.
one cover and an original song every time. Different.
Yeah, that's hard. Original song.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
oof. Jeez. In Funky Frets news, we are changing our workshop format, our Sunday workshops. They're going to be only
Just
one
once,
on
yeah.
That we're moving it to noon. So once we eventually get our jam back, our third Sunday jam, then we'll be able to do that workshop virtually. And then we'll do our in-person getting started workshop at 1, and then our 2:30 jam.
Maybe we'll
Fingers
stream
crossed.
the jam, right?
Maybe, yeah, we could
I
stream
think
it.
might as well.
We're hoping to have the jam back in July, but
So
we'll
new,
just see how the green phase goes for us.
as they say, a new normal.
And if I hear unprecedented times one more time, I'm gonna whew, I'm sick of that word. I'm sick of it.
Yeah, use a word we can spell.
Yeah. Lori said she has a drum set in high school that was that same color.
Wow, yeah, they sparkle
Blue
finishes,
Sparkle
yeah.
Ludwig drum set. All right, so you already did you have another tip in mind, or did
So
you?
that's a good tip, yeah.
You're gonna
Practice
stick with
without
that for
looking
a tip of the week.
at it. Just doodle and fool around.
Doodle. All right, are we ready to call in our special guest?
Yeah, who is it?
You.
Me? No. Really?
Yeah.
Oh God, we're desperate, aren't we? We're desperate.
We're desperate.
Jeez.
I thought it'd be fun. We're sitting here, we'll have,
Yeah, I'm a legend.
guests from around the country, but here you got,
I'm a legend in my
you
own
right
mind.
here. Yeah.
Nice.
So I came up with these questions that
Oh,
Kurt,
geez, yeah.
Kurt has not seen these questions yet, so we're gonna be live. And the way the show started off so far tonight, this should be interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Give me-
Future artist, huh?
Yeah. So how about those pictures I snuck in? Pull them up.
Oh, geez. Look at that.
We have. There's a.
Hey, that's Hair Days.
Yeah, if you can look in there close, the one, the goldish color
Yeah,
photo. He's
that's
got long hair.
California, back party, very early
2006,
2000s, something like that.
maybe?
Yep, Cerritos. There was a Southern California Uke Fest. We flew out there, visited my mom in Palm Springs, and then drove to LA.
I didn't get to go on that trip. Just
Yeah.
Bern and Kurt went. Which, speaking of Bern and Kurt,
Yeah.
it's your anniversary today.
is, yeah.
Your wedding anniversary.
Yeah, 42 years.
42.
Yeah, Cerritos, that's funny. It's like,
Mom said 43.
too. 1978, June 24th. And when we're out there in LA, there's no GPS or nothing, but it should be easy to get back to.
Oh, is William on?
It should be
GPS, GPS.
yeah.
Hello, your
I thought it'd be
GPS.
easy to get back to the valley, the Palm Springs area, just by, anywhere in California, you could just look out to the mountains and find your way back to the desert, but I didn't realize you wouldn't be able to see the mountains at night.
Oh, yes.
No
It gets
lights.
dark.
Took us
Your-
forever to
Your
get out of there.
landmark is gone in the dark. And then your other photo that's your first guitar?
1964,
Is this
Framus Telstar.
Is that your first uke? Is that your
I
first
don't think
uke
so.
one?
No, that's a Pono, I think.
Oh, okay.
Big fan of Ponos. I have a couple also.
So, all right, our first
Questions.
Our first question.
I hope there's no
this
math.
goes along with the photo here. When did you pick up your first instrument?
My first instrument, like 1963 or
Is
4.
that in this photo here, right?
Yep. There was acoustic guitar before that. That was the first electric. I still have that one.
Oh, okay.
There's an Eiffel Tower in the background. My dad spent one Christmas putting that together and a 1/8 size Jaguar model for my brother. Spent his whole week break putting together models.
That were gifted to you that he put together, or
Oh, it was a Christmas gift to
for
us. But
he put together?
he put them together.
All right.
We were too young then. I was
What-
probably 10, 11 years old there.
Do you remember what sparked you to hey, I want to play guitar?
The Beatles. I'm sure it was the
Ah,
Beatles.
you-
That was the British invasion. Ed Sullivan. Everybody had Beatle boots and Beatle hairdos then.
Oh, Lori said
That was
happy
the craze.
anniversary. Thank you, Lori. All right, next question.
Yes, no, maybe.
This
Move
one's
on.
deep.
Next answer.
Ready?
Oh, God. deep.
Who do you draw your inspiration from when you're putting your own spin on covers that you play, or when you make your own songs?
Well, my own songs usually start out from either studied for so long I could just sort of craft them sometimes thinking of a chord progression and write a melody
Oh,
to it. Or a lot of my songs just start out by something technically I'm working on to get better at, like doodling.
So if you've seen our workshops, you kind of answered that. in the
Yeah,
one-
like Summer's Dawn is started out as like a harmonized triads fooling around with, teaching some students stuff. And you turn them into songs. Some songs like Glenn's Cove starts out as a mistake, trying to figure out a chord, and turn somebody else's song, just really stretch it out and just turn it into my own
that
song.
twists and turns.
And then the hard part is write it down so you don't forget it, or record it too. I recorded both of those.
Jim Brady says TJ looks a lot like you in that photo.
Looks
All
like
right.
he's going to turn out handsome, nice.
So, some of you may know the story behind how the music store came about. With my mom, Bern, and I, we were trying to think of a business that we could do. I was looking for a change in my career, and so we were going to open up a hoagie shop, mostly for youth groups and schools for fundraisers to sell hoagies. When you sprang the idea out of the blue,
Yeah, I
let's
guess
open
it
a
was,
music
yeah.
store.
I don't
So
know
that was my
why.
question. Was that out of the blue, or had that thought ever
Well, I
crossed
was-
your mind years ago?
I was teaching in a adjacent town, like a half hour away, and over for a long time had up to 70 students a week. So it was a long drive back and forth with traffic and stuff. And I just wanted to teach closer to home, so I don't know where it came from. Open a music
So you
store.
you never thought of it before. If
Not
we
really.
didn't think of opening
Sound like
anything,
a lot of work. Why would I want to do that?
a hoagie shop was a lot of work. Yeah, I was pregnant with Allie,
Yeah.
so TJ was 2, almost 3, and then you were like, "You guys are nuts. Why would you want to do that? You can't have the kids there." Which, thank God, because that would never have worked.
And then Bern found in Boyertown where we're at, drove by and saw a for rent sign in this corner store, our first store, and
Yeah, and it all just
we just
snowballed.
went and did it. Yep.
So no, like 20 years ago, you weren't like, someday I'll own a
No,
music
yeah.
store.
We
No?
always thought it'd be cool.
I mean, you
but,
had your own studio out of our house where you taught some private
yeah, a little
students
bit.
there
Mostly
locally.
was at music stores. And
But yeah, oh, cool. Okay. So, what aspect of teaching do you enjoy the most?
the money. No. I love watching people. Oh, real money's good.
The money's good, yeah.
I want helping out students, watching them grow. I always say, even on my website, I give it away for free. I do give it a lot away for free, but got to pay the bills, or use it as a learning experience. And you learn a lot once you start teaching too. Every student is different sometimes, so you have to sometimes repackage and find a new way to deliver the information to a student.
sounds
So
like
you really learn a lot yourself.
challenge
too.
every
Yeah, it is
half hour, right?
yeah.
Because there's no cookie cutter.
Yeah,
Like
there's
each,
not yet.
you
Only
can't.
certain things, yeah.
You never teach out of a book that's
Yeah.
pre-published because
Yeah.
nobody learns in that
Yep.
exact
I
thing.
use stuff from my books, but
And you have like, mostly the blank book.
so the students in the middle are pretty easy to teach because they're not really working that hard, so you can just pretty much know what to do.
Week to
And
week.
but the students that are really moving along really super fast in advance, they'll keep you on your toes. And the bricks, the ones that never do any work or anything, they're just there.
Their
work
parents
too,
force
yeah.
them to.
Like that. Oh, God. I won't mention any names. I don't mention
You
names.
have a few of just very
Never
few
fire
of those
any students. I've had students for usually once I get them in school, elementary school, keep them till they go off to college and stuff. So
Yeah, that's cool.
it's nice.
That says a lot about your teaching if you keep them that long.
Yeah,
So,
and the
all right.
number I have, yep,
question 5.
5 number. Yeah,
You make it look so easy when you play. Was there ever a point
Charleston. Oh, what? No, I thought. It's just. Oh, I
No,
thought
you
were
didn't answer in the
capital
form of a question.
Okay,
Um,
it's not easy. It's hard work.
was there ever a point where you like really had stage fright before you got on for a gig or
Oh, you always have stage fright.
really?
Yeah, a little bit of anxiety. It's good to have that too, because you want to do well. So you're going to mess up maybes. You just
You never like he never shows behind the scenes any like anxiety or nervousness or except for there was one time
what's that?
where we were gonna sing a song and play
Oh,
at
yeah.
the Uke Fest. Me, my mom, and my dad. We were gonna sing and play a song, and he was like, "No." Like 2 minutes before we were gonna go on, he was just like, "No, we can't do this. We're not gonna sing." Like, okay, well then.
Yeah, singing's not our forte, as witnessed by our campfire jams
Yes.
we've had a couple times. I did sing one song last year at our Uke Fest as
You
a surprise
did.
for everybody. Yeah, 5 pounds of possum. It wasn't a real serious song.
If you weren't so mumbly, it would have been really
Yeah,
great. But it was you. Yeah,
I did.
there
What
are
did I
some
sing
good songs you
before?
can pull off that.
Yeah.
Did you sing a song at the other farm one?
Nope.
Oh, I thought you were working on that
Sang
one.
at
too.
my uncle's wedding, a song. But luckily that was in the era when they used Rosetta Stones to chisel the stuff down.
So you couldn't hear over the.
They did film it, so it would be like on some old VHS tape somewhere.
Oh, Kathy, you did miss the sparkle uke. I'll go grab yours quick though. Kathy's getting.
See what other
pink.
questions that she has.
Right, that's pink. I'm just showing Kathy her pink.
Stage fright.
There, look at that pretty. So your next question:
Okay, jeez.
what is the most bizarre concert venue or strangest thing that had occurred while you were performing?
I don't even think there's anything.
Oh, Mom had one.
What's that?
You didn't have. You don't remember any?
What is it?
No odd.
Refresh
Or,
my memory.
she said you had to perform behind a cage once because the
Oh,
audience
no,
was
no.
so like.
We had to let a band play in these little dive bars where you had to move the shuffleboard and pool table to set up. I did play a wedding where we were the band, and like you remember that one thing I had to play "Color My World" in the band. We had to play as the money dance, and it's a 20-minute song, and we had no keyboard, so I was doing the part, for 20 minutes. But then there was a fight at the end of the reception where the groom got in a fight with his father-in-law. I mean, a down
a
and dirty
brawl.
fisticuffs. Yeah.
Wow.
So weddings can be pretty entertaining.
Did you just keep playing through the fight?
We were pretty much done packing up.
Oh,
by the
you
time.
were. That would
He
be
wanted to
funny.
sit in and play drums. He was pretty liquored up by then. So
The groom wanted to sit in and play
yeah,
them? Oh my gosh.
get some strange things, but yeah.
Alright. Any other hobbies other than playing ukulele and guitar?
I always did music and art. I always did drawing. Not that great at it. I went to a 2-year art school for commercial art. You know, and that's it. I was a competitive race walker for a good 10-year stretch.
What? Who's a meanie?
That's funny.
I'm
I
a
always
Stop. All right, we're having big
that's
video
sort of hobbies,
bombs.
Yeah, meltdown. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. All right, last question. So you've had a lot of musical accomplishments. You've
Yep.
published books.
Oh yeah, about
That-
50 books. Yeah.
He never, back like in the mid 2000s, he had me type his like database of addresses that he sent places. And here, he like never mentioned, like, I'd be so excited. Oh, I shipped my book to Paris. I shipped my book to Australia. I'm like, geez, man, you gotta brag about yourself once in a while. I had no idea. So,
I adhere to the Hawaiian way.
yeah, I guess.
I don't want to be braggadocious.
Not brag, but you can tell your family, like, oh,
I
cool,
am. Well, you just stick with stuff, man. Just stick with it. Right?
So quiet with his thoughts. Anyway, so what? Any non-musical life accomplishments?
When I did that race walking for a while, right?
Oh,
I was a competitive race walker for like a good 10-year stretch.
I won, Mom.
I have
He
an
said race walk.
American. What was her hobby? I was an American record holder in the 20K in my age group. Won a lot of national medals. We did a World Veterans Game in Niagara Falls one year, and I got a bronze medal, and the team, USA team, was third.
And I sat on the side and ate popsicles.
Yeah, we went to Niagara Falls like 10 or 12 times for races.
That was our vacation.
was
Mom and
fun,
I,
yeah.
when Mom and I were making the
Met a lot of good people. The race walking communities like the youth community. A lot of
Yeah,
whack
they
you
are.
know, so you get together because it's like, especially the walking, because of the technique, the competitive race walking. It's in the Olympics. The technique of the wiggly hips and stuff, it keeps the macho guys out.
Mom and I were joking what your answer
What was
would
my hobby?
be.
What was it?
If it would be like, no, your greatest accomplishment, like family,
Oh, yeah.
children.
Well, that's a given, everybody. They always say that, yeah.
The common
I'd like to
question.
thank this person, that person. And we're, no, I worked my butt off
And
to
it's
get
all me
this.
that I...
I like to thank myself first.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
And then some of my mentors who helped me with the music, you know. But then just being stubborn and tenacity to stick with it.
Yeah.
Sooner or later, you get good with it. Talent has nothing to do with it. You can only
Stubbornness.
say somebody is talented in retrospect, where you see the end result of their hard work and everything.
Very true. Well, thank you for being a guest on Funky Fred's TV, Kurt Scheller.
I hope you can afford a better guest next week.
I thought it would be funny to spring all
funny.
these questions on you.
Oh,
And
God, yeah, jeez.
all right, our last segment, we have our
What's that?
virtual shopping.
We do?
Yes, our under over.
So let me go back and find the
100.
camera here somewhere. Okay, there we go. We're back.
All right, we
Hey, I
changed
saw
cameras.
you,
Let us know if we still have audio, everybody.
We do. The meter's popping.
Whew. All right, so
So if you want more information about moi, just go to
you know where to find
the
them.
learningukulele.com website. I have my bio up there. I taught myself how to program. I do the whole website myself, all this other stuff. One thing I learned studying with Chuck Anderson at one point. He said this back in the early 80s. It says there's pretty much nothing in this world you want to learn that hasn't been written down somewhere. Back then it meant going to the library and searching it out. Now you just Google it.
Google, yeah, YouTube or Google.
But Google, do like the Russian and the U.S. judges at the Olympics, Get like 5 sources of Google information, throw out the high and the low, and keep it in the middle.
Yeah, you never know what.
Got to be a good detective.
See, Jim Brady,
Jim Bob Brady.
he has a good point. Don't forget you kept the Navy floating a couple years. There's people that
Yeah,
could know
well,
Kurt for like 10, 15
Loaded
years
bombs.
and will never know he's in the Navy. See,
Yeah, I
that
did, yeah, I
proves
saw
my
that.
point. He never talks about things.
I was an aviation ordnanceman. It was my
Crazy.
5th choice.
Oh my goodness.
They told me I had to put something down for number 5, or
And they say you never get your last
you
choice.
never get your last choice. You get what they
Forgot.
want you to do.
Kirkot. I don't know. Nani asked for the website here. I don't know. Are you talking about the learningukulele.com?
LearningUkulele.com, the most comprehensive ukulele site in the world. # Glenn.
Yes. All right. Our virtual shopping here. We have an. Nope, that is the wrong tag. Is this the right? Isn't it?
What is it?
It said exotic mahogany. That's
me
my
see.
handwriting, but it doesn't look like it. I guess it is.
CU base.
Yeah.
By
Anyway.
Eddie Finn.
With a bag, $3.99.99.
Yeah, nice.
Show the viewers out there.
Show them what they'll
They
get.
can only see our faces right now.
Yep. Learn to play the bass. I played bass in like a rock band once and jazz bass in a couple of gigs. The goal is to be able to play bass and not sound like a ukulele or guitar player playing bass. You want to sound like a bass player. Bass has a good defined role.
I have to get my laptop up higher so I'm not looking down all the time here. While he tinkers away on that, I will show you our under. We do over 200 and under 200. Our under 200
I
is
think
very
that's
much under 200.
Oh, we don't have to guess what's under 200?
Pub prop. This is my favorite product.
Yeah,
that
made in
we
England,
carry.
merry old England. We met the guy that makes these, invented them in NAMS a couple years ago, out in Anaheim. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, so it's very light, super light, so it's great to throw in your gig bag. Easy to put together. You just put it through past this angle, and then you just flip it, and then you can go to any desk, table, shelf.
Sorry, you want me-
He's like, I've heard her
Nah.
QVC commercial about this before.
Yes.
And then you can clamp it down onto any horizontal surface, and you can hang your uke on it, and it has a little safety
Works with guitar too.
thing. Now, guitar you
Just-
can't.
you want to lean it against it and support it.
Yeah,
Right?
that's actually how he came up with it. So in the pubs over there, people would lean their guitar on the bar, and it would, go and fall over. So this would just keep it safe and secure. But anything that's not heavy enough to bend this down, you can hang off of, like a table, or if you have a really secure shelf. If I personally hung a shelf, I don't know if I would trust my uke hanging off of it, but if my father or somebody else hung it, I'm sure it would be secure enough to hold a uke. All right. Nani, I don't know how to pin a thing. I have to learn how to
What's
pin a,
that?
pin a comment so it's like always visible. I don't know that can you do that on YouTube? I know you can do it on
Yeah, you
Facebook.
can, yeah.
I don't know how to do it on Facebook.
Somewhere you can.
We'll have to learn how to do
What's
that.
someone
As
hear
seen
about
on
it?
TV, yes. As seen on TV.
Yeah, money, you mean you
This
make
is-
money teaching. Yep, you can make money
Yeah,
teaching.
you can make money teaching. And then it comes with little other adapters for like fiddles and banjos to keep the neck more secure. So anyway, that is my favorite product available at Funky Fritz Music Store. So that's all we got for you folks tonight. Nani, we'll be showing Nani Lowry's video next week. We downloaded it, but we have to convert it into a different type of file to show it through our
Yeah,
our program.
MP3.
So, you'll see her video next week here featured on Funky Fritz TV. In the meantime, you can go to YouTube and search Nani Lowry for her melee of the day. So she's doing a song a day. You can check that out. Subscribe to her channel. And we will see you all next week. Or Sunday. Do you know what our workshop topic will be at noon?
Maybe we'll do a song.
A song?
Teach you a song.
Okay. Sounds good.
Do a melody and chord version of a song using a lot of the chords we did, and I'll talk about a lot of the issues that pop up on ukulele when trying to play chords and melodies at the same time.
Hey, Keith. Keith said hi. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we will see you next week. Thanks, Nani. She said awesome session.
Uncle,
Thank
that's
you.
Glenn, is it? Uncle.
Yeah. Cool. All right, guys.
Ukulele Uncle.
Yep. He was talking about
Hashtag Glenn,
his jamming live. Not Zoom.
Jamulus. And
Jamulus,
they
yes.
did use Zoom with it, he was telling me.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Everybody look up Jamulus. It's amazing software. Allows you to play pretty much in real time with people and not have that delay and lag you get with a lot of software.
Hmm.
Because chances are there's a server, there's servers people set up around the world, and chances are maybe one is just a short milliseconds ping to where you're at, and that it's under 40 milliseconds or so, you have a chance of it being
Not
really good.
Really noticing.
Yeah,
That's
hearing in
cool.
real time.
Glenn, maybe Glenn can type it in. I don't know how to spell it. Jamulus.
I have it here somewhere. Yeah.
Oh, Jamulus.
Jamulus. Jamulus.
Like calculus, but jamulus. There we go. All right. Cool. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll see you next week.
And we'll post what the song we're going to do because I'll have some PDFs so you can download ahead of time.
For Sunday.
Yes, we're gonna
Right
do
here at noon. See you then.
that. Thanks for joining us. So, here we go. The ending. The Funky Frets crew. This is a photo of us at the Philadelphia Folk Festival.
I think Don and Glenn took that photo.
Probably, yeah. TJ. We're done, right? Oops, hold on. Oops. I'm bumping around. They're all going to be showing up.
Oh, jeez.
So, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week if you don't find something better to do.